last hour, it's been insane here, guys. We got a raging electrical storms around the Rancho today. Yeah. I'm staying safe. I'm kind of undercover here. Almost got zapped this morning. A lightning strike about 200 feet ahead of me on the road, just out of the sky. No rain yet. Crazy. How you doing, Nathan? Nice to see you. Man, that's scared. Made me jump. I got to go up and look at that. I got to go up and check that street later to see if that left a mark. Man, that bolt of lightning just came down. That thing looked like it was about 2 feet in front of me. At the age of 10, about day, you get scared by lightning. How you doing, Penny Pincher? Crazy weather. Hello, Peachy Pie. Yeah, I just thought I would go live for a little bit. I was out at the stores, risking life and death. Chris said, "Come to Roner Park. It's off the hook." It was off the hook here. Okay, I mean the wind came blowing through today. We are not used to this at all in this area. This is such a rarity. Coming to Roseland. I know. Hey Deb, how you doing? I'm not telling Deb anything. RV Deb is. You don't have to tell me about storms, Rosie. I know all about storms. Yeah. How you doing, Jen? Nice to see you. Yeah. Thought I'd just hang out here from the hurricane. Hello, Coach. How you doing? Fall is here. It's the fall of civilization. I guess you mean, Kit Kat. See these you look at the radar, just these massive storms coming through. Yeah, thank you, Deb. Home safe and sound. Just here kind of hanging out this morning, having my coffee. I was up early. Yeah, I think you can probably see the sky there. In the beginning there was a nice lightning strike just as I started to hang out. Yeah, I'm not much on these things scared the hell out of me. These, especially a dry storm, then it turned into a bit of a wet warm storm. Yeah. If the rain lets up, I'll show you guys the garden a little bit here. I picked a lot of stuff this morning. I hope everybody's rainy in New Zealand all week. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Just thought I'd pop on for an hour and just say hi to everybody. And hope you're having a good day. Yeah, like I said, this is a real rarity out here. I did want to see you. I hate lightning too. It scares me. It's just kind of sprinkling. But you can see the size of this pumpkin now. Here. Look at that baby. That baby was the size of a golf ball. I don't want to stand out here and you never know when it's like this lightning's got a target. I thought I saw another one in there somewhere. I don't want to be standing on this wet ground here. I thought I saw, oh, it's starting to pour again. I got to get under cover. Oh, well, just enjoying my morning coffee. Can you believe that thing grew that much in 4 days? Shows you what a little natural rain can do. It's all the tomato plants and the squash. So, hey, Enrique, how are you? We're just monitoring the storm. Yeah, it's the first time. You don't see it too often, rain here. Our rainy season is in December, January, February, March. This is super rare. It's also super dangerous. There's still a lot of fires raging around the Bay Area. Just because it's raining here, it can be dry and sunny 25 miles south of us. Enjoy the morning rain. See this big ass mulberry tree here. I've got to get that trimmed down. That thing is impossibly big. How you doing, Tammy? Nice to see you, honey. Lots of rain for you guys there. Very rare when I can go turn off the water pump. Don't need to worry about when did it last rain here? I want to say April. Just a little fleeting thing, maybe in April. Oh, there's a flash. There's a lightning flash. kind of dark up there. Yeah, why can't it rain? Everybody's on the neighborhood message boards talking about how they're, yeah, everything is pretty much, I'm going to go make sure everything's turned off. Give me a second. Yeah, this is a highly dangerous situation in a very dry area here. I got everything turned off now and unplugged. So everything should be good. Yeah, I got all the, how you doing, Opiami? Nice to see you. I'm gonna make a, the rain lets up. Looks like a good day to film some baking, doesn't it? Hello, Joseph, how are you? Just getting a view back there. And I'm just hanging out and I'm enjoying a cup of coffee. I really, these are different kind of thunderstorms. They're not like on the East Coast with the high humidity. These come out like really dry. Although it's very comfortable today. I don't even think it's 70 degrees here. Yep, nice day. Drop by. Thank you, Johnny West. Is there a raging fire? Yeah, there's there's a lot of fires around the area. But this rain will do a lot to suppress the fire potential, at least for a week or two, till we get into October. I hope the global weather patterns aren't changing. That's what I hope. Yeah, I'm going to stay safe. I'm staying under cover. We had about five minutes of sunshine this morning. Look at my volunteer Shasta daisies over there. That's sweet. Look at that over there. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there they are. My little volunteer Shasta daisies. Really love them. Don't know where they came from. Probably a seed packet, but it's nice. Oh, I just knocked the phone off the end. You love the sound of the rain. How you doing, Carolyn? Yeah, I'm not a big, I'm a sunny weather person. Trying to see if we can take a look over here. It's got that greenish glow to the sky. How you doing, Jessica? Hi, Mouse Toes. How are you? I guess the my little pals, the bees, are all nestled down for the storm down there. I'm gonna go turn the pump off. The table of doom. The most famous table on YouTube. Woo! Poor bees. Well, the bees are okay. They're gonna make it. I decided day one. Here's where I have a leak I got to dig up here. See, the ground is really squishy. That's another leak I got to fix. But the orange trees are loving it. Hey, R.C. Robertson, nice to see you, sir. Orange trees are loving it. This is the Shamuto, the Palestine orange. It's looking pretty good. Not a lot of them. All of our lemons. Oh, you hear the fire trucks running around? Hope nobody got in a bad accident. Yeah, this pump is just running all that. That's the aftermath of the peaches. Our Valencia orange tree. I'm going to go ahead and turn this pump off. I don't think we're going to need supplemental irrigation right now. Turn that off. Probably won't need to run that for a couple days. That'll help recharge the groundwater a little bit. It's holding good pressure. 60. Yeah, it's a big, actually it's a pretty darn big garden. harvested just about all of the second plums, the elephant heart. I really don't like to climb the ladder these days. It's dark here. It's very gloomy. You can hear the ambulances or fire trucks running all over. The last thing to really harvest is the little pears. And I really don't know. I've never harvested them before. I'm not quite sure when they're ready. They might be small ones. They may be. I don't know if anything else is up in the trees. Let's see. Their cherry trees have had it for the season. Let's see any more plums up here. I guess we got them all. I don't know. I think we got them all. Not sure. Like it's trying to brighten up a little bit, but I think this is going to be with us all day long. Hey, I love my little cactuses, even though they prickle the hell out of me sometimes. Yeah, hit the like button, thumbs up, or appreciate it. I'm just doing a very rare morning stream here today. It's our Valencia orange, our juice orange tree. Looking pretty good. You wouldn't know I cut all this stuff back 6 weeks ago. Look at this crazy Lady Banks roses growing. Lots of lemons for lemon meringue pie. Another 3 months or so, it'll be harvest time. Hi, Sonny, how are you? That storm woke me up. This was terrible. I was riding down the road from the market today, and I had a lightning strike about 200 feet in front of me on the street. It looked like it hit right down at the street like a manhole cover. I wouldn't be surprised if it was fused on, if that manhole cover was welded shut. I still haven't gone back to pick this stuff up with the bees when I pulled that off. I'm sure they're all hunkered down because of the rain. Hey, Miranda, but I'm gonna let them go and just live out there. They're in a fairly safe location. Yellow jackets go into rodent holes and things like that and build their nests. It's windy. Very gloomy. Yeah, it's very scary that I've never been so close to a lightning strike. I want to say I could feel the hairs on my arms kind of tingling, but that's probably not true. So I really don't want to go too much into the open field. I don't want to hang under a tree either. But this mulberry tree is definitely going to need some. It's going to be $1,000 job here. It's hanging over too much. I need to get rid of this branch here, this branch here, and another branch off to the side. It's very nice for shade though to sit under it. When Kev TV and Scotty D were here, I always put up a couple chairs here for guests. No, this is a non-fruiting mulberry tree. Thank goodness. I think the apples are all done in the back. I really don't want to be hanging around an open field out here with an electronic device in my hands. Burned a open top and I kept driving. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I think our apples are all done. Still got a few on the ground, but I don't pick them when I'm on the ground because the rats all chewed on them and everything. Yeah, I don't see any apples left. This is the fig trees coming back. You can't ever get rid of fig trees. Can't ever get rid of them. In the car, what would happen? Nothing would happen in the vehicle. It's grounded to the. It would just go down. The rubber's great insulator on the inside of a vehicle. Is a great place to be. Where's a not great place to be is like walking across an open field. Nothing like that. Because you never know, these weird lightning bolts, they just come right out. There's no warning at all. All of a sudden a big one just discharges right next to you and you're dead. Like those guys playing soccer in South America that get hit by lightning bolts once in a while. Rats. Yeah, the rats like to eat what goes on the ground. I'm in a very urban area here. I got massive apartment complexes back here. Apartment complexes all. This is the most high density part of the city. I stabilized this fence a couple years ago. If I can just get one more year out of it, I'm good. It's expensive to replace that. I've had to mow when it gets to when it's February, March, April, every week you gotta mow. Then May every other week, June once every 3 weeks, and then by the time you get to August, everything's pretty well burned up back here, so maybe once a month. Maybe once a month or so. That's about it. Look at that apple tree. Boy, that is an old warrior. This property was put up in '56. I bet that apple tree was close in after it. It's been tough living under the shadow of this one. Hey, Golden. Been tough living under the shadow of this whatever the hell. Anybody's good with tree leaves? I have no idea what this is. Get a couple goats, yeah. But then they want to be your pal and everything, and then you're sitting in a chair and they come up and ram you or butt you. I don't know if we'll get any. I don't see any little figlets on here. Figs are like a double crop. They come in this early summer and then in the fall. Yeah, I'm gonna probably turn over stuff to a landscaping company. It's getting too wild here. But if I can go a couple more years, then I can collect full Social Security and full pension. So I just have to get through the next 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. There weren't any figs. I tried to get rid of that because it was overshadowing the apple tree. It was interfering with it. You see some of the old moonshine barrels back there. You know, it was just, they couldn't coexist in that spot. It's bad enough this apple tree has to live in the shadow, whatever the hell. I think that's a massive oak tree right there, but this tree. Not for us. This is the first time I've been here for 20, and the temperature is going to soar this afternoon. I've been here for 22 years. I've never experienced anything like the last. This city hasn't experienced anything like the last 24 hours in terms of lightning strikes and dry storms. That's the stuff you find in the desert. Got to watch out for snakes back here. Well, the city, if I don't have an apple tree or a fruit tree on it, then the city will take over this piece of property. And then I'll have another, zone for multi-unit dwelling. I'll have another huge apartment complex back here. And I enjoy the buffer here. It's like the last green zone in the whole area. So I have an agricultural abatement right now, as long as I have a tree growing here. We get western diamondback rattlesnakes. So these kind of things where I have the old moonshine barrels, You know, there's probably a good chance that snakes are living behind there. So, I don't think so. Was up. I think you're just trolling. He never contacted me. He's got my contact information. But good troll. Although he would certainly be welcome. But I'm not sure exactly what my plans are going to be. Oh, good, chap. I enjoyed your video. Play volleyball or cricket. It's a huge lot. It's huge. These were laid out in 1950s after the Korean War, and you had a choice when you came in as a homeowner. They were all in quarter-acre blocks. You could buy one block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as many blocks as you want. So this person bought a front and back block here. And the house is called a California 4-room. It's got more rooms than 4, but they call it a 4-room. 2 bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. Same plan. Bears and moose. Wow, Jenny Lace. I'm scared of all that stuff. I still got to get rid of some of this from Fat Boy's van build. Over here. This old generator box. Oh, those hailstorms, man, I'll tell you. That's really sad when you're at a hailstorm and your paint job and your car gets all dented up, or your RV travel trailer. That's why RV Debs is smart. She has that awning over top there. I don't think I unlocked the Shine Shack because when I left town, I lock all the buildings up. Yeah, she's still locked up. You just hear that low, constant thunder. He's been doing great. I harvested a lot of tomatoes this morning. I got tons of them in there. I don't know how big the eggplant. I guess when it gets that light purple all the way up, it's done. I found I had another one back here too. Right there. I didn't even see it before. You see it. I harvested a lot of okra. These things are like over 3 feet tall now. Oh, thank you, Golden. So I think we just have to get through Wednesday and everything will be okay. It's going to be really wretched when when these clouds move off today and that sun pokes through. Yeah, I love okra. And I harvested cucumbers. Look at how nice the cantaloupe's doing. And I got quite a few of them around. Quite a few cantaloupes here. That's been really nice. And then the zombie pumpkin plant. Pinch that off. I'm worried about too much about weeding. Just let things go at this point in the season. Still got carrots down here. It makes some good eating for lunchtime. Nice. I had them too close together, but I don't like to fiddle with trying. You know how small carrot seeds are? They're ridiculous. It's a junior baby there. Yeah, cute carrot. grow carrots, you have to have super soft soil, and they'll just go down until they hit resistance, and that'll be it. I don't know if you guys have ever had a carrot that fresh. It's quite delicious. Oh, look at that little. Quite delicious. Carrots are good for eyesight. Yes, they are. Have a few of them for lunch today. Look at this stuff. I got to cut all this crap back. Look at the there's the other pumpkin. So I got two bona fide pumpkins. Those things grow so fast. I think this might be the Atlantic variety, which gets real big. And then I got another one under there. It's been a lot of fun to have the garden. Let's back up here and finish my coffee. Oh, wow. Looks like it's brightening a little bit. They taste great. Yeah, the garden's doing good. I love okra. But when I got back, they had, some of them had gotten too long. They get kind of woody if they get too long. So you got to harvest them at the right time. Oh boy, tons of tomatoes and peppers. Yeah. So it'd be nice to grow eggplant. There's I'd never grown before. Cantaloupe, pumpkin, carrots, squash. How you doing, monkey boy? Yeah, can you believe that vine over there? It goes on and on. I finally had to pinch it off, which was a great suggestion. That was a great suggestion to pinch that off, and then it put all the energy into exploding those pumpkins. Sorry, I don't have any eye makeup on. Abundanza, everybody. Happy Monday. I don't know if these storms are going to come in waves today or what the story's going to be. I'm going to do some cleanup here this morning, get some stuff put away. I'm 80%, thank you, Tammy. I'm 80% done unpacking, but you know what's weird? The day after you travel, at least for me, it always hits me the next day. I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, oh, God. Just for the first couple of hours, I'm like a zombie. I guess it's just being road weary, 620 miles or whatever. Although I'm so used to it, I know every inch of the road on the way down. But maybe it's like a rebound. Maybe it's like a rebound effect or something like that. The next day it hits you hard. Good afternoon, Pocket Changing. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's like a jet lag. It's almost like a jet lag phenomena. Thank you, Kimmy. Enjoy some coffee. Here's a lot of miles. I've driven 1,200 miles in a day. One time, back in the glory days, from Quad Cities on the Illinois-Iowa border, all the way to Salt Lake City, 1,200 miles with two children, one age 2 and one age 4 in the back. Now that in car seats, that was no air conditioning. Hey Timothy, how are you? It takes me a day to get back. I worry too because I don't want to get that dizziness I had before. I don't know what it was. Where I was puking like 6,000 times a day and couldn't lay down or anything. And I'm wondering if that relates to being from high altitude, relatively high, because on the way to Vegas, I think Vegas is like 1,800 feet above sea level. But to get back and forth by Vegas, you got to go up to 4,400 feet in almost a mile high in some spots. And I just think it exerts some kind of pressure on my inner ear. I've done East Coast. I've done California to Baltimore so many times, back and forth. I've probably crisscrossed the country 8 times. Gone I-80 before, and then gone from up in Canada and coming down in Buffalo and down that way. And I typically go I-70 all the way, pick that up in Utah. which 70 ends right there. There's just a big orange and white barrier at the end of 70. It just stops right there, and you have to go up to through Helper and Price and Bryce Canyon and all up through there to get up to 15 to connect to 80. Further west I've been is Blackpool. How you doing, Beryl? Long time no see, honey. I hope you're doing good. You never been to Vegas? Not yet. Hey, Harvey, how you doing, honey? I don't know if it's altitude sickness or pressure in the... I might have very sensitive ears to air pressure. They're easily disturbed. Because I know when I'm at higher altitude, things... you haven't been to Vegas, but I'm not going down to Vegas in the heat again. I think when you get to a certain age, you just want to avoid kind of the heat. And there's nothing to do during the day. It's even too hot to go to the pool. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? There's my New Zealand baby doll. Nice to see you. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. How you doing, Jan and Bruce? Good to see you. Still enjoying following your adventures. I think we're some of the few people that are out there that posting any travel videos or anything right now. But I don't know the shape of the world. I'm just focusing on the storm today. You'd go out of your mind if you let your mind wander to cornholio and all that kind of crap on a daily basis. Were you getting the no, I wasn't getting the dizzy spells in Vegas. I'm just going to be watching. It happened last time I got back in May. Like 3 days later, all of a sudden it hit, and it was the most miserable 24 hours of my life. I couldn't lay down. The only thing I could do was sit up in the chair for like 18 hours. Every time I got up, things would spin. So I got to see if it has to do with the pressure. And yeah, it's nice to see some travel videos though, Jan. My little baby carrots. Good to see you, Jay Holly. Hope that you're doing well. So it's very muggy today, very untypical Santa Rosa. Usually you have low humidity, hot but dry, and this is like being in the Carolinas, or it's like being back in Baltimore. Yeah, aren't they cute? Cute little carrots. That's going to be part of my lunch today. My cute little carrots. You still see the suitcase back here. I got most of the stuff undone. Most of the stuff put away there, but I ran out of gas last night. I was just too exhausted. Good morning, Ninth Element. It's dry up here too. This is uncharacteristically humid for us down here, Ninth Element. Not used to this really at all. We have a bunch of pictures in which we never posted. Guess what? You were all going to get bored. Well, pictures are fun too. Yeah, Santa Rosa current humidity 71 to 76%. We're usually down in the 20s, sometimes 10%, so it's very unusual for us. That's hell. Yeah, I think they cut the mini carrots out of large ones. They just have machines that just stamp them out. Not the real big ones, but the small ones. I like to take carrots. I like to put them into a frying pan, just cut them up into smaller pieces. Put a little brown sugar, a little butter, and a little bit of salt and pepper on them. They are so good. How you doing, Mike Loyal? Hot around the Great Lakes. I know, brother. Remember, I was there this time last year, sweating my sack off up in the Great Lakes Naval Base and all going up to Kenosha. So damn hot sleeping in that van. So our cameras were, well, look at my pictures from renovating the Rancho. They're atrocious, but all I had was really an Apple iPad first generation. And when you're in the middle of construction projects, it's kind of a pain in the ass to think about taking pictures and stuff. But I took a lot of them, but they weren't great. But people still get the idea of how I totally gutted the whole place down to the studs and pulled all the plumbing, all the electrical and everything. Just dipped in for a bit. How you doing, Lavender? Haven't seen you in a while. Sean the Brit, how are you doing, my friend? Sean the Brit is going to be Florida bound. I know it's probably going to be 114 in where Sean lives on Wednesday. Here is still delightfully cool, but it's humid today. But we've just had wild lightning storms the last 2 days. The dry heat and then the moist heat. Jessica Dean, nice to see you. Sorry I missed you. Sean is on his way. Sweltering in 111. Yeah, I was sweltering in 114 in Vegas. And I literally didn't know what to do with myself. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I got the nice camera. I did that desert thing. I almost was in meltdown out there. It was like 115 degrees out at that abandoned water park, and I just was dying after 40 minutes of videography there. And I wanted to go in and do some composite cinematic features on a couple of the Paris, the Venetian, the Wynn, the Bellagio, but when I thought about just getting into the car and that heat and tangling around with parking and stuff, I said to hell with it. The high heat just knocks the hell out of your energy. You don't feel like doing jack shit when you're in that kind of heat. You dread getting into the car. I told them to come here way cheaper. Leaving you two, and it was gonna spring me. Yeah. Let me grab a refill on my coffee real quick. I've got to return a lot of cans and stuff too. I wanna put you over the mountain. I wanna see you. La da da dee, da dee 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 dee. Da da dee, da da dee. Ba ba da ba doo. Get right out, guys. Got to use the facility. Stopped at the P.O. box today. Look at what one subscriber sent me. I guess they think it's time for me to be in a onesie. Look at this. I don't know what the hell it is or how it works, but it has that plunging neckline in the front there. So I don't know. Do 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 do. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I'm so cute. Yeah, very patriotic, you know. It plunges all the way down to the belly button. Left got that, left got that. I wanna throw you over the mountain. I wanna drown you in the sea. I wanna All right. All right. Okay. Hey Susie, how you doing, sweetie? Anybody see my Patreon and membership stuff? Just kidding. Where are you cooking? What are you cooking this weekend? Um, I feel like something Italian. I might make a chicken cacciatore again, which I really like. Um, you know, the trick is it's got to be like almost like a one skillet meal. Looking at her Savage Garden. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. No, not me for president. You couldn't pay me to be president of these United States right now. No way. There's no way. You couldn't pay me enough to take on that job over there. There's just no way. I don't think anybody in their right mind would want to be the president. I know the Democrat National Convention is kicking off today. I think Michelle Obama is speaking tonight. And anyone be on the High Line? Starts just across the exhibit center is the nicest high walk that I had in a long time. That's nice. Is that the Jacob Javits Center? No, I don't have any spiders. Yay. Yeah, it's a scary election coming, Monkey Boy. I don't typically have interest in politics because politics has become a very nasty sport these days. Become very even the congeniality. The United States Senate is supposed to be the gentlemanly body where they iron out differences between parties and scratch your back. I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Those days are gone. These parties are so damn polarized right now. There's the gulf between them is amazing. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I don't really have any. Just threw on some lipstick this morning, so that's all I could think to do. I was too scared to be in the bathroom with the when I was just before I started. There was thunder and lightning all around here. So how is Susie? How is Susie today? Doing okay? Yeah, supper. I guess we're talking about a Jaguar. There was a period where I think Jaguars were built real lousy, and then I think the quality came back recently. Love you too, honey. You got Harvey there with his Beamer. Harvey, you must be the cat's meow when you're riding down the street in your Beamer. Bloody hell, it's so hot today. Thank you, Jeffrey D. Stay safe and cool. I have to get back to work, but wishing you a happy day. Thank you, Jeffrey. Very sweet of you. Saw your Las Vegas chooches. Rosie, don't back down. I don't back down. when I'm on a public street. But at the other side of the coin, when I'm out street shooting, if somebody says don't put me on camera, I won't put them on. I'll turn the camera away. But you know what often happens? Their lips tell you one thing, but their actions tell you another. And how many times have you guys seen on my chooches where I'm out live, somebody will tell me, don't put me on camera. I'll be like the lady at the RV that was parked up, the old RV, when Elbow and I were pulling the electrical cord off of the thing, went past her by about 20 feet, and all of a sudden she came running, don't get me on camera. And I'm like, look, you just put yourself on camera. You came for me. How many times do people do that in my videos? They want to be on they want to come up and confront you. Okay? And I'm not here to aggravate people. I'm picturing a lot of land, the walking path. I know you like to chooch away. I know you're picturing the back, but you got to picture the climate here. It's too dry. It's too dry to grow things. I've got the well on the land here. It doesn't recharge during the summer, and I'm maxed out on capacity. How much water I can provide for the landscaping around here. I don't think I can physically take on watering or upkeep and maintenance. I'm at the point in my life. I want things simple. I want to throw out stuff, sell stuff, simplify. You know, when my traveling days are behind me, then I'll have a dog. I'll be doing a lot of activities locally and things like that. So, making slow cooked pork chops. They're all mouth. And then the guy asked me if I wanna do some bud with them. It's like, do you like me or do you not like me? Let's get that out. He get a close up. Yeah, you're alright. It's like I was laying out in a lounge chair at the pool. I had my gold bikini on, which is full coverage. And a guy walks past me in front, then sits in some like one of those sofas under the sun cover, and he's just staring right at me for about 25 seconds, and then he gets up, walks past, and doing one of these. They just I'm gonna shoot soon on the hiking trail. Hope you have a great afternoon. Okay, Kimmy, thank you. You want to smoke me out and play with the girls, but you notice we stopped after 2 hours because it was getting worse by the quarter of the mile. The streets out there are very mean now, and I'm a really sensitive person to the vibe of the streets. And you have a lot of people in the streets now that know that the cops aren't coming. They're not going to give a hoot if somebody gets their face smashed in on the street. So it's like open season. And I'm very attuned to that. I didn't have any pepper spray with me, nothing on that shoot. So we knew when to call it. Yeah, and if you're enjoying the chat, thumbs up are appreciated this morning. I just thought I would come on a little bit and do a little morning stream. I didn't have any other content to really talk about. We just don't have any storms and flooding. Must have went your way. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. I blame the Raiders for moving here, changing. That may end up being the high water mark of decisions that come back to haunt Las Vegas in the future. That might be. I know they're going to get support, but already you can't have fans in the stands, and you've built this $1 billion plus stadium. I don't know. It's the taxpayers are on the hook for that deal, and tax revenue in the state of Nevada is falling off of the cliff. So don't be surprised if you find that Nevada begins to institute a state income tax. Don't be surprised. The money's got to come from somewhere, right? There's no free lunch. No free lunch. The roaches were unreal. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Hey, Ilva, how are you? Just scrolling black. So I have a bad feeling about the Raiders. Maybe it'll be coming away because of the low attendance and less cops. there's a lot of pressure on city halls. My opinion, this is just my opinion, Patricia. There's a lot of pressure on city halls internally amongst the politicians, like the board of supervisors of the city council and the mayor's office, that we better really lighten up on the streets. Because let me tell you, before, when I was down there in May, this was before all the rioting and stuff. Metro was out there like cracking skulls. Every 100 feet there'd be a cop pulling somebody off the street. Now it would be too provocative down there, especially with the drive-in LA crowd that was there. You could easily tip off a really bad riot situation down on Fremont Street, and they just played it really cool and really low profile. But that sends a signal out to people too that it's open season. So it cuts both ways. It sounds good in theory to have less police, but if I don't miss my guess, Las Vegas is going to turn itself back into a value destination again, and that's going to be tough to swallow for some of the big strip hotels to deal with that. Lower rates and everything else to stay there. I just read that cops in Washington are so busy responding. Yeah, they're not able to do it. It's like New York City murderers. I mean, Chicago, what was there, 69 people shot over the weekend? 4 more people dead. I mean, what the hell? I've been on the streets. I've been on this south. I've walked it. I've chooched the south side of Chicago and stuff. There's the horn. I hate that shit. Every day the effing horns. Every day the horns. Maybe the sun won't come out today, in which case it'll just be humid, but it'll be nice and cool today, which would be okay. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky. I don't know. Yeah, the Horn of Doom. I love those Fremont. So many folks and Zip Drive. Or would you ever try that? Zip drives. But I'm careful. You know, some people think it's very stupid to go out there on the streets, but we never know what we're going to find. Despite what some claim, I don't go out on the street to purposely meet homeless people. I go out there to check to see what changed, to look and creep around the old motels, to find some creepy stuff like the roaches gone wild. That's what I go out for, and I'm very, very aware of my surroundings. Okay, I didn't build this channel and interacting with the homeless. Okay, I mean that's the reality. It's more for going out and seeing what's going on in Vegas, and we have a couple directions we go. I could have gone down the strip, but the wedding chapels are non-functional. And that's a long walk down to the Strat. That's about a 4-mile round tripper, and that's too much on my foot at this particular time. So I chose to go just an easier route out the east side and out Fremont Street there, and I think it was a good choice. And 2 hours was about right, because it's not fun to be chooching when it's 101, 102 degrees. And all the buildings are giving off the heat is coming out of them. It gets crazy. It gets insane. Baked chocolate brownie. Yeah, Mr. Z's got good eyesight. He could see people down there. And that was probably the guy that was walking around with a baseball bat. I don't want to be involved in that. And as we went further down that alley, I could see down ahead there were more and more people hanging on the street, and you're walking around with the smartphone and live streaming, and you're just asking, you know, these people are bored, they're looking for interaction, they see a gal with big hooters walking around, and it's like game on. Yeah, pitch dark too, yeah. Oh, okay, Scottish, nice to see you, baby doll. Hope you're doing well. And by the way, at the end of the month, this month we'll be tipping out the mods for the month of August. You guys have done a great job. Had a little more cash come in, so I'm happy to share that with my moderators. If you choose to participate for the month of August, just drop me an email, and yeah, it's all confidential, but you all get something for being so sweet if you choose to participate. Thank you, Jessica Jean. €2 from Jessica Dean. Thank you, Jessica. Much appreciated. Love the euros. Sounds like maybe the Washington Redskins got to rename their team, the Washington Euros or something. Yeah, that was sweet of Jessica. So let me know. Hello, Anne Marie. I do like to. I do take care of my moderators when things have been pretty good for a month, and I think that's important to reward those that are by your side through all the BS and everything that day in, day out, 30 days every month. So it's good. Help pay a little electrical bill or something. Hey, Patricia, it's been a while. Peggy Sue. Every person in a truck now thinks they got to spin out when they get out of their driveway to get on the street of shattered dreams. They all think they've got to spin it out. Yeah, the best mods and chatters. Yeah, you ride the crazy wave, and I'm very aware of that. So, but the loyalty's been incredible. You guys notice the stability of the mod core has been constant throughout. Everybody knows the way the channels run, which is great. You know, I'm really appreciative of the. They take the hits. Let me tell you, they take the hits. Okay, they're like the shock absorbers on like the shock absorbers on the channel. And I'm lucky. I've not had one really quit. Classy Redhead just kind of disappeared. She was one of my early mods last year. She wanted to be a mod. She disappeared. And who else? I'm trying to think. Oda May just didn't come around, and she's more into the hanging out in the drama chats and things like that, which I'm not really too interested in those kind of things. But we left on very good terms, and it's been very, very stable. And of course, Kim is away for a couple months taking care of things. My moderator Kim, who I love to pieces. So been very stable. Did someone mention crazy afternoon? Oh, hey, how you doing? Working? Okay, good to see you, Cheryl. Thanks. Do you train the moderators, or the moderator learn skills from these moderators? Most of these moderators either came out of the, in the case of Mouse Toes, the hard knuckles prepping firearm community, which is very tough people in that community. And most of my other ones, a few of them came out of the Boyd, but most of them came out of the drama community because they were, let's face it, they were used to they got the skills, you know, and I don't have to train them. I'm just not a person that does a lot of cursing. I don't like to hear. This is just my preference. It's not to denigrate anybody else's chat, because they're free to do what they want. But a lot of cursing just, it grates my ears, and I don't really like it too much. So I'll just keep things, as I always said, there's 80,000 words in the English language, twice as many as any other language in the world. And if you can't find a way to express yourself using any of the 79,960 words that aren't curse words in the English language, well, sucks to be you then. Sucks to be you. I'm from the degenerate gambling. Yeah, the Scottish came from the beauty and drama community. Yeah, the F word Yeah, they got a huge fire, Chris. I see up in St. Helena. Just one of those violent lightning strikes over in northern Napa County. You know, they got everybody's got their hands full. And it doesn't have to do with monetization because I got remonetized again in April, and it this time it's stuck because of some complaining I did about being in and out and in and out. There's something wrong with the algorithm, and it's been fine. But I've been kind of that way for the better part of a year on here. Yeah, it doesn't have the drama. It doesn't have the back and forth, the screaming and fighting. But it attracts another kind of person out there, of which there's millions on YouTube of watchers, not necessarily content creators, but there's tens of millions, hundreds of millions of watchers out there that like to come to a place that doesn't have that in it. There's something for everybody. Like I said, those who want to curse a blue streak, and that's fine, that's on their channels. But for other people, you will begin to attract people to the channel that like the way it's run. But you got to be willing to put the effort into letting the time go to let that go out into the community. Can I ask you why there's so many choppers flying around in Vegas? What they do is they have a 15-minute flight. I think it's like $185. They'll take you up in a helicopter from south of the strip down the strip, and they'll fly you north up over the strip. They'll circle around the stratosphere, and they'll come back down going south again, and then land. So they give you the full night view of Vegas for 15 minutes. I really considered going up, but I'd be the guy, the slob that had a bad day with his portfolio and is divorcing his, drowning his tears in booze, take it up and damn, boom, right into the stratosphere dining room. I just don't trust helicopters. Yeah, you got a busy earthquake map too. The only channel I drop in for live chats. Thank you, Harley. I appreciate that. Like I said, over time, it's a much slower build, but you tend to attract people that want to have a lot of fun things to do on the chat, but don't like to hear all the cursing. I maybe surprise people, but people aren't naturally equipped to have that level of cursing. I didn't grow up hearing that in my amongst my family and friends. And, an F-bomb a couple times a day is one thing, but it's just. Okay, take care, Scottish. Nice to see you, babe. Yeah, I do enjoy my moderators very much, and I'm very lucky I've got the stability of them here too. So that's what I like. Yeah, very stable. So everybody comes in, they knows what the deal is. So I'm very happy. It's only going to get better over time as we branch out on different trips now. And I still want to go down the coast, but California's really exploded in the number of cornholio cases, and I don't see a time in the near future when the gyms are going to open. Tell you the truth, and the showers won't. Oh, your mom swore like a welder. She swore like a sailor. She was a welder. Yeah, appreciate that, monkey boy. Yeah, I do have the back. So, could not want you. Yeah, I hear you, Ninth Element. But that's gone. That's been about 6 months now of being free of that. I unsubbed that channel February. Was it February 15th or something like that, or February 25th when I came back from my travels, and I never looked back since. There's just there's, all you would see is just desperation for moving more and more into clown mode and a desperation to get views, and I don't, it just became too pathetic to watch. And I think I'm much better for it. The channel is starting to move again, and I like that. Do you get a cut of the $95 million PG&E settlement? No, but the city of Santa Rosa is putting out to the public, what do you think we should do with this $95 million settlement for the city of Santa Rosa? And all the social people will stand up for, health care, more clinics, more doctors. What they really need to do is pay down some of the debt of this city. Take that money and pay down the debt because of a potential. We're in a rainy day situation here. Tax revenues way off from bars, restaurants, all that crap. Yep, 18 more thumbs, and we're in. Yeah, prayers for anybody dealing with mental health issues, but. I'm not a psychiatrist. I never played one in the movies or TV, and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. So I'll leave that to the well-trained. But in the end, YouTube has a way of working everything out, right? It's like anything else in life, and I'm not speaking about myself, but quality rises over time, and just turds sink over time, and that's. That's the algorithm of YouTube. So you try to bring quality every day, inevitably you'll eventually succeed, whatever that means on YouTube. But if you want to wallow in the mud and spew hate and encourage, you'll never go anywhere on. You'll never go anywhere on YouTube. They're not designed to reward that. Yeah, I'm not the mommy either, exactly. Will you get a roommate again? I really don't know. I'm not really sure if I will or not. Yeah, looking for a room. Send me pictures, ladies. I'm not sure if it'd be fair. I mean, it's nice to have somebody on the Rancho, but I'm away a lot. I'm kind of doing my own things, and I think when you get to a certain age, you enjoy the companionship aspect of things, and you want to build your core of friends, because the older you get in life, the more difficult it is to develop friendships. So I enjoy that. Friends with benefits, yeah. Don't hate me. All right. How much damage did the Rancho? There was a lot of branches down here. One of my tomato plants had gotten knocked over. We had 65-mile-an-hour winds come through, which we're not equipped to deal with this. And with the trees having all the leaves on them and stuff, they become bigger sails, and they're more apt to fall over. They collect a lot more wind energy, so it's difficult. And Laugh said it. Oh, looking for a rear. You'll be a good life coach. I don't know. I don't know. It's just certain things I would never want to tell anybody else, and I never have on YouTube. Never told anybody else how to run their life. I've never seen fit to come on and do a video just to complain about somebody else on YouTube. That's not what people sign up for, to hear that stuff. So I don't know what advice I could give people on that. I endure a lot of criticism because of who I am, but that's okay. That's what it is, In a community that fights for individuality and the recognition of the individual in the trans community, it always amazes me that within that community, they themselves want to segregate people and tell them you shouldn't be here, you shouldn't, and they can't see the terrific irony of that state of affairs. And I think it's almost comical in a way. I think it's it blows my mind. Okay, you're good. You're under the umbrella. You're not. You're undefined. No, you don't meet the parameters of this BS. That's the beauty of individuality in the world. That's what the whole LGBTQ or STUV that's what the whole umbrella stands for. The differences amongst people, not the sameness. I hate when I float the stream and they're writing about what. Yeah, yeah, Susie, that's a tough one. I'm not used. I missed the chat. Yeah, isn't that true? You know, look at that. Man, they used to have that this big dead redwood tree. I'm so glad they cut that thing down because that's the one I worried most about. These are doing better. These three are okay. But a highly dangerous situation. Do we have more bad? Take a peek over here at the cloud situation. That look like. Yeah, it does, Douglas. That's my real hair, yeah. Some very threatening skies up there. That's okay. You have to delete it. All right, let me flip that around. All right. Remember, Rosie, you're good for. I'm good for 3 minutes. Yeah. But that's the way I feel about things is the people that should be most accepting of the differences, some of them, the most accepting of differences amongst other people are the ones that most object to things. And you'll always find your greatest haters in your own particular community, whatever that is. Whatever that is. So, the question I would ask, are you happy every day? And I think for me, living the life I do has made me happy 99% of the time on YouTube. And that's the true test of how your life is. Highs 105. Hey, Darby, how you doing? Darby, which, I didn't see, you have a lot of videos on there. Which one is the cinematic one? I want to check it out. Hey, Eddie. Tolerance is exactly tolerance has been lost today, and that's the things that our founding fathers fought for. That right to individualism, and I'm the person that says there should not be any special carve-outs for trans people. They should be on an equal footing with everybody else. No protected classes. Get out there and live it. I feel very strongly about that because you're just storing up trouble for the future. That's all. Thanks for anything. You're welcome, Douglas. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't really engage in those kind of thoughts, but I'm much happier the way things have run for the last year. And it's given time to disengage. People are going their own way, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I don't think I could have gone another year running panel hangouts after, what, three and a half years of panels, and got to the point it was just this Jerry Springer, Rosie Springer shows and all that. See, you guys have a heat advisory. It says 99. I don't even think it's 70 degrees here right now. Now, once these clouds clear off, if they do, the temperature is going to explode upward this afternoon. Going to explode. And with the humidity, it's going to be high up on the misery index. But it is what it is. We'll probably have some more storms come through and all that. So I can't watch most panels scream over each other. Yeah, see, heat advisor thing. It's one title. Okay, Northwest Community. Thank you. I want to go back and check that, Darby. Thank you. Okay, guys, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I want to thank you for coming on today. Probably see you guys this evening. See what we can talk about tonight. But the weather has certainly been of tremendous interest to me here because of the rarity of things. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. We're only 12 away from 100 thumbs up. That would be great on a little morning chat today. Go ahead. Make my day. So to my moderators, thank you. Thank you for being on. Y'all stay blessed and have a wonderful day. And I'll see you this evening. Let's see what other project I can get into today. Might go into the workshop a little bit. It's too damp out to do much of anything else. So y'all have a good one.